And so what I'm seeing, the trends going forward is that it really, I would say even as recent as a few years ago, it was really around early adopters for IoT. What I can say, and I've never seen, I've been in the connected space for quite a few years now, I've never seen anything move so fast. So I say that we are now in the early majority or early mass adopters. I'm seeing it happening out there. I can hardly keep up, honestly, with the new implementations that I'm seeing happening. So you're right, I mean, it can be anything. Anything item out there can be connected and we can learn from. So with LoRa WAN, we're focusing this year, and again, it's by no means only the sectors, but the growth that we're seeing is around smart cities, and doing mass deployments in smart buildings, industrial IoT, let me see, utilities. We're doing quite a bit of utilities. Farming and agriculture is huge, as well as logistics. So those are some of the key verticals, but within each vertical, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of use cases per vertical. I mean, we've got connected hospitals right now, we've got deployments in. Every day when I wake up, like I said, I see thousands of articles that come across, and the articles are all around use cases I had never in my wildest dreams thought of. And the way I like to think about it, and the way that our gigantic ecosystem promotes it to their customers, it's really around, you know, we're the plumbing, right? But it's really about the ROI, it's really about the data, it's really about solving customer problems. And so it's application dependent. There are things that are certain big strengths with LoRa WAN, you know, low power, wide area, penetrate through deep walls in rural areas. We have a satellite that has a LoRa WAN gateway on it, and they just launched and have 3 million devices that are getting ready to connect. So it depends on the application and the use case. You know, again, 5G, right? They're gonna low latency videos, high bandwidth. That's not our space. So everybody has their strengths, and what our ecosystem is doing is finding the areas where the consumers need these specific products. And what I'm understanding, about 75% of the mass IoT is really in the low data rate mass connections. So the trends that I'm seeing is whatever the analysts say about the market, I say it is so much bigger than that, it's jaw-dropping, because that's what I'm seeing every single day. And we have massive deployments. We have you know, Birds and Orange in France that just launched 2-3 million meters. I mean, we're seeing mass deployments, mass city rollout in India, 30 cities a year with Senra as an example, and Tata is launching. So we're global, we're all over the world, we're in over 130 countries, we have over 100 operators. So whoever thinks, oh, it's coming, no, it's here, it's mass, it's rolling out, and it really just depends on the consumers. We've stopped talking a lot about technology, and we talk more about solutions, and we're talking more about return on investments. And we have a very large ecosystem that collaborates and works together. Because one thing I'll say is the hard thing about IoT is that it's complicated. And those that can make it not complicated so that the consumers can understand it and roll it out easier. We have a member, My Devices, that has IoT in a box. They've just done a deal with Sprint, they've done a deal with Microsoft. Literally, you scan it, it all goes through, everything's already connected. It's easy. So it's about making it easier because the technology's there, the prices have come down. So if you're in this room, it's exciting. If you're on this panel here, I'm super excited because it's just great to be a part of it. And it's amazing the health that we're doing, the safety that we're providing, the business transformations. It's a great space to be. So I say it hasn't even begun, even though we've got millions and millions of rollouts all over the world. It still hasn't even begun.
Wonderful.